Welcome back from break to Old Bones Grim Tales, and a grim tale it has been.
And a grim tale indeed it has become. That's our thing now, isn't it? Look down at my pack. The box is free.
The box
Or do I just feel it?
You
I
feel it.
Feel the weight. I don't react. Not yet. But Exy is crying.
So we're just in a room?
You're in kind of like a shed.
Okay.
I look into my pack. Is there any bottles of whiskey left?
There's one.
I pull it out.
You still have whiskey?
I have one. Last ode to Matthias.
Yeah. You can make a damn good bottle.
Then a toast for our fallen.
Yeah. Pull out glasses. Start pouring.
We killed a dragon.
Still got a lot left
You
to
did.
do.
Woo.
No, if I was a crazed madman, where exactly would I keep the entrance to my underground
First
lair?
things first is to commemorate what has just happened.
Yeah.
There are things that have to be done, but right now I think the best thing we can do is to remember those who gave our lives for us, for the chance we have to stop this. To Matthias, to Harriet,
Aranax.
to Aranax.
I didn't really like the Dragonborn. They
But
were kind
they-
of rude, but
They did.
to them as well.
To the
Well,
innocents that
now
lost their
you don't
lives.
have to work with that mean old lady.
That is true.
Toast, and then we clink our glasses and I take a drink.
Clink.
Cheers, everyone. You drink a little
have
bit
no
of your
drink.
water. You have no drink? You need a drink right now. Jeez.
And what do we do now?
Gotta find a way to Howard. Harold, sorry.
Harold.
Is his name Howard, but we're calling him Harold?
Yes.
Okay.
You catch on quick.
I am very sorry for bringing you, Isadora, and you, Thommy, into all this.
I know where my mom is.
Still, it wasn't right. Me and Clem should have not ever asked you to come. And I apologize.
You'd be dead if I weren't here.
You're probably right. For the 11th time.
What's done is done. No sense in... We've given a toast and a memory to those who have fallen, and it's time to move forward.
We have a mission. Adventure. Ha. I got
Is there a
one.
place to sit?
Oh, the floor's fine
Floor,
with me.
pretty much, yeah.
No seats or anything?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in the corner. Nursing my drink.
Nursing.
He means like...
I'm not nursing it. I'm probably drinking heavy. Poured them glasses, but I'm drinking from the bottle.
Yeah.
It sounds like him.
Yeah.
We need to... And
We need to drink. Let's just relax for a moment. Tell me of home, Isadora. Tell me of this mystical farm.
Okay, so we have grapevines as far as you can see, and we have a kind of a tiny house, but that's okay. It would be very tiny to you, but you can make your own home.
Can you imagine that, Exy? Building a house,
Yeah.
not dealing with this bullshit.
Right.
Having to worry about what color paint we're gonna use.
What color paint would we use?
I mean, I'll go with
What do you think,
pink.
Tommy? You seem like a blue guy. You really like lightning.
Orange.
Orange.
Like the
Very
sunset.
spontaneous. I like that.
That's the color of the sunset on the sea. This was my favorite sight.
Clem.
I mean, I'll go for pink, but no, I want pink.
You can have
We
your
can make
own
a pink
tiny
house for you and I.
Huh? It's a catchy tune.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pink house.
See, we can make more berries and we can have any color paint we want. We
Yeah.
got this. See, we can make the little good berry stick. We can make it make any color we want. So we can have as much pink paint as we want. And orange.
I know that me and Klementine are very keen on the idea of retiring on this berry ranch. What about you, Tommy? What would you do after all this was over? Would you come with us? Would you want to go home?
My home was destroyed in a storm. Broken into a wreckage on a beach.
We can make you a boat. There's a pond close by, and you can have a boat on the pond. So you're
Houseboat.
still in the water.
We go sailing. We really learn how to sail ships.
I know how to do that now, apparently.
Yeah.
Whoop.
I just bring my mom there. Relax and not have to worry about death, war, evil.
It's pretty quiet in this town. I mean, other than the occasional wolves, but I mean, those are really easy to keep out. And the deer. Oh.
What do you think would have... Odd question as I take another drink. Who do you think would have never had to have existed for this to never happen? I asked to the group. If certain creatures weren't made or built or born, certain people weren't alive. Excluding myself and Clem, unfortunately. Harold, of course.
I think
Imrala.
no matter who we replace, somebody else should just take that mantle of asshole. People at some point get too much power and they want to take over everything.
DM question.
Yeah.
Is the origins of the music box still tied to the one that created it? And the lore-wise, she has disappeared? Okay. Any of you know of the one tied to this as I pull the box out and it's blatantly not encased anymore?
Look, guys.
I can't say I do.
Yeah.
For anybody that wants to maybe garner it, you can roll religion or history check. Anybody can.
I'll wait for him to tell me.
Looking around. seeing
Religion, you
everybody.
say?
I have no
15.
idea.
15? You've heard tales of Sidea.
This idea. I mean,
You're the
just-
only one that's ever heard of her?
just tales.
Like fairy tales.
Yeah. A couple of kids were talking about it back at Fort Bazier.
She's much more than a fairy tale, at least if I'm right, and this is actually it. She was like us, once upon a time. Mortal. But she changed. Similar to like you and I, or even you two. You've been brought into the fold of all of this through divine entanglement. Sidea was manipulated by her gods to do something similar to like us. But what ended up happening is they used her as a vessel to destroy her world. And Sidea, she was much more powerful than what all of you would maybe think. What even the gods that manipulated her thought. She traveled the universe, it is said, and found a home, and whenever those that betrayed her followed her, she destroyed them and used their power to create a new one. I'm not sure if this is indeed that world or a rendition of it. My home, I remember, is endless seas and 3 moons, 1 sun. Great towers. Much more sophisticated than this, but here we are. And this world means something to all of you. Unfortunately less than me. She's been gone for a long time. She's let these reincarnations of her former allies, whether it be Imrala or your god or any of them, Tiamat, doesn't matter. She let them take over. And it is said that she left her essence in this box. She gave it to the mortal world to use for some reason, though it has corrupted everyone that has touched it. None have been powerful enough to persevere and use its magic correctly.
Maybe she is a chosen one.
She's more than a chosen one, she was the creator.
Well, if you think back to the destruction of the world the last 10 times, what's the one variable you did not have?
This box and Sidia's blessing. I had neither. Never do I remember finding it, and I don't know, Clem, do you remember any of the past now? At all?
Roll check.
So what, to remember the past 10 times?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You're blessed then, even though this has been quite a shit show.
Yeah.
We have a chance to allow Sidia's blessing to possibly enter the world again. She's the only one powerful enough to fix what has happened. We can band together, just us 4, and hope that the giants create enough distraction that we find your father, and we go there and we either defeat him or we die. Or we can take the power ourselves and change it now. In a world where Sidia is back, and where I don't exist, maybe things are different. Maybe right now, on that other timeline, maybe Klementine, Thommy, and Isadora are in their small house making berries. Living a good life. I do hope that you all met in that lifetime anyway. We can try to fix the world that we have now, or we can take a chance and try to fix all of it. Make it as if this never happened, and make sure it wouldn't happen again. Make sure sin was never enacted.
No. I don't think I really want to imagine a world where we never met.
Yeah, and also, he's killed too many people just to get away through the loophole.
I like this world, for all its flaws and all the evil in it.
I like it too.
Right,
I just
and
think
if-
it would be better if Sidia was here.
Can we bring her back without, changing and whatnot?
I think so.
So we can still have her as a teammate, and she can help us destroy Herald.
That's right.
Whoop to the whoop.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot.
It's the only one we have right now.
You think she'd give you the blessing to allow her freedom? I mean, that seems pretty cool.
I could ask. Worst case, nothing happens, and we march valiantly into the stronghold of your father, and we fight to whatever end.
We got this.
All right. Open it up.
I think we finish this bottle first, and I pour more drinks for them.
All
Do
right.
you think she'd want to ally with someone who's like totally drunk, intoxicated
I think I could offer her something that she couldn't refuse.
when you're drunk?
Something like that, yeah. Maybe she's into a good time. Who knows?
Whoop, we'll share the bottle.
From the stories, in the world that she came from, the women were very more prominent than the men. Her husband was essentially like the queen to her kingship, which is interesting.
So the roles are backwards.
In a way. Should I contact your father and see his mindset before we do anything, or?
His mindset is not anywhere near sane at the moment.
Yeah.
Could find where he is, though. If he's that mad, he might tell us where he is.
He's here.
Especially if I promise him that he can see the box. As long as we don't sleep, he can't interfere with our dreams.
So he told us that his bunker was underneath of something, and I'm pretty sure that's just the castle.
Be underneath the castle. People like him and Steve's. They sure like the aqueducts of the city.
Yeah.
We could try to find information here in the citizenship.
We could, yeah. Thommy, you're a smooth talker. You could go around and ask. I'm sure something has to have been said.
You can give him his mask so nobody knows
I
who
could.
he is.
Clem has his, and I hand over my mask to Thommy.
I'm not sure
Okay.
if it still works.
I try it? Does it work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You
Is it-
imagine Ivory and you become Ivory.
I pull it off and give it to Thommy. Izzy, if he gets in any trouble, though, you make sure you kick their ass.
Whoop. Got this, man. You taught me. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Are we on a first floor? One.
We up in a tower of some kind, or
You're
on
in a shed on the ground
Oh, we're just in a
level.
random shed.
Yeah.
Good berry.
Do we seem to be on the
farmers
outskirts
go.
of town, or in the midst of it?
You'd have to. There was a window. There was a window. You looked. You're in the midst.
I'm sure there's a tavern around or something. You can go ask, or maybe the local guardsmanship. Someone has to be running this city, and it might be him. Might not be. We can find some information. What do you think? You up for it, Thommy? Is?
Just wondering what I have to go ask about.
What do you think, Clem?
Sounds like a good idea.
we can look like we're people selling things.
Excuse me.
I've been racking up all this merch, man.
There you go.
I can work with that.
You know what sounds great? Bagels. I
Yeah.
haven't had fresh bagels since the dude with the Ubelix.
The
problem.
The Blix.
I
Yeah,
forget his name now.
I electrocuted him.
He made some really good bagels, though.
he did.
Maybe we can find some bagels. Yep.
I don't know how much gold I have. I haven't spent any money since I've had this character.
How much gold did we get from our care package?
Has this been a different day?
Gold
Yeah.
or something.
I give all my gold to Thommy.
No.
No.
It's same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give all the gold that I have and stuff to Thommy.
I'm gonna use my
Use
good
this to
berry
lube
thing.
anybody up that you need to.
You're gonna do what?
Use my good berry thing.
Okay.
Right, but what do I go about asking? What do I ask to be a little less conspicuous?
I would say that priority A would be to find bagels. Priority B, I would ask about who's running this city. Maybe float the name of Howard.
I could go on this sting here with her attempting to sell things and ask,
Yeah.
where do we sell the...
If anybody's gonna
Highest
know
bidder.
anything, it's the merchants for sure. Business is a big thing in the city, right?
Do we ask about the Steves, if they've seen them around?
Wouldn't ask about the Steves.
No.
You could, if you hear anything about the Malum Guild, that'd be something to take note of. More interested in just who's running the city and
Bagels.
bagels. Bagels is like priority A, I would say.
Come on, Izzy. We got bagels to buy.
Cool.
So are you guys putting on? So are you two putting on the masks?
Yeah.
Them
What
two?
What are you guys going as?
I'll go as a dwarf. A red-bearded, red-headed dwarf.
Okay.
Should I be tall? Should I not be tall? What should I be? Oh, this is an adventure.
Try tall out. It's interesting. I don't think you'll like it as much. Do I know anything about the capital city, prominent race?
You wouldn't, but you would.
Yeah.
Prominent race, Elven, followed by human and Goliath.
These are some tall.
Do you share that
people.
information?
I do.
Maybe go as an elf.
Yeah.
Elven not mistress. Elven nobility of some kind. Maybe a merchant lord.
I could do that one, I think. Maybe.
You're like,
I've been practicing my pompous accent.
yeah. Maybe you guys both go as elves.
We're elves.
New merchants in town.
And change my appearance to a tall... I'm already an elf.
You guys could totally go as Ebony and Ivory.
Tall, light-haired, young elf in fine robes and adorned with many jewels.
I like it.
I'm gonna run up to you. Now I'm an elf, and I'm gonna start handing off a bunch of stuff and be like, okay, so this is our goods.
Right, you can sell these. I don't want them at all.
You
think that was a good one?
Together.
I think it'll work.
Yeah, work fine.
Together we work.
Come, manservant, we go now.
We will, me and Clem will stay here and wait for information. We're still wanted people. No reason to go gallivanting around till sunset at least.
Right, we're going to the nearest tavern. Clementine, where's the nearest tavern?
The Gallant Gavord, located in the Mundane District.
All right, go to the Mundane District, the Gallant Gavor. Best spot for you.
On my way, then. And I, with an air of superiority, I swing the door open and walk out.
Isadora, do you follow?
I'm doing just like I did when I was tiny. I am running.
I'll shut the door softly as they go.
All right.
Before I continue, if you want to do anything with them, go ahead.
So, yeah. So, what are your names, just out of curiosity? What names have you dubbed yourselves?
Sir Reginald, Pompous Boy the Fifth.
Reginald Pompous Boy the Fifth. Oh my God.
Sir.
So, Reginald, and
Sir
then
Reginald.
Isadora.
Do city music at the moment.
Keep it. I think it's fitting.
You can be Laura.
Okay.
Sir Reginald and Laura. Not of the Bailey variety.
Oh, Laura's though.
I do say so myself.
So you all travel down. Clem gives you directions, and you make it to the Gallant Gavord.
Making my way downtown, walking fast.
Whoop, whoop.
Peasants passed and they're filthy.
Oh, it's so nice to find solace in things.
I've always wanted to do this accent.
Okay.
I can do it the best is a sad thing.
So you guys go in.
Yes.
You go in, and it's pretty busy. It's got a catty corner bar, and then there's tables. Much more sophisticated than anything you've seen in any other towns.
Maybe
definitely.
Thommy, but not Sir Reginald Pompous Boy the Fifth. I stride in there like I own the place.
So do you go to the bar?
Oh, I stride right up to the bar. What do I see here?
You see a few people, but the barkeep is a Goliath. A big gray-skinned Goliath with tattoos, red lines, almost kind of just red lines just etched across his body. He's wearing a fine white shirt, buttoned up.
Hello, good sir. May I be so bold as to inquire your name?
What?
Your name, what is it?
Chester.
Chester, it's lovely to meet you. And I reach out daintily to shake his hand.
And he extends out his hand and shakes it. What can I get for you?
Well, it's not about what you can get for me, it's what I can do for you.
I'm coming up behind him.
This is my associate, Laura. He doesn't have hair, does he?
He has hair.
Okay.
It is brown.
You look like you like to dabble in adventurous deeds.
I was an adventurer once in my day, but I'm retired now.
Right. Well, you do have that look and air about you of one who likes to take a leap of faith and one who likes to take chances. And here, sir, I bring you a chance.
What
Laura, present the goods.
What you getting at, pretty boy?
I'm sticking with it. I'm staying with it.
So we have traveled from far and wide to bring you the newest and best thing that has come to your town. The ability to change your look in just a matter of moments. Your hair color can be whatever you want it to be now. We can have green, we have purple, we have pink, and we have gray.
So roll for me persuasion, or no? It's a sales
Performance.
pitch. Performance, yeah.
Performance.
Oh, shit. I was hoping it was persuasion.
Go ahead and both of you roll performance.
Yeah.
I still got a +5 to it at least.
Oh,
24.
24.
You got 7.
Still,
Is
total
it
of 31.
So because he outbeat your roll by a lot,
By a lot.
he kind of goes, change my hair color. All right. So what were the colors again?
We got purple, we got pink. If you want the color, we can make it.
Well, it's all about your preference, sir. You're the customer, you're always right. What color would you prefer? Other than this, no offense to you, drabby old brown you have on your head.
Well, thank you. If I had to, I can't believe I'm even speaking to you two right now, but
It's a charm thing.
perhaps, let's go with a gray. Let's go with something that'll match my skin.
Right, so that'll be either 30 gold or information.
30 gold. What?
Or information. Just let me rack your brain a bit.
Information.
Right. Information. I ask 5 questions and then you get the vial.
He looks at you and goes, what kind of information?
Wait. What's the scenery around us? How many people are around us at the bar?
There are 2 or 3 at the bar.
Are they paying attention?
No, they're just kind of in their
I've
drink.
walked out of the room. I'm going to go hit the stick and make some berries.
Gray berries.
She's going in preparation.
Yep.
So
Right.
you tap your spear, and he goes, "Oh wait, why are you creating what?"
I'm outside.
Oh,
I
you're
have to
outside?
walk outside. I'm not going to do it in the building. I realized what happens when I do that inside. That was great.
So, I lean in and get hushed and whisper. So the information we're looking for here is, who's in charge around these parts? That's question number 1.
Who's in charge?
Since the passing of the king, the head honcho, the big cheese, bee's knees, whoever, what you want to call him.
Well, if you're looking for that kind of information, you didn't need to do all that. Howard was the leader, but he's up and disappeared. Guilds are in shambles right now because they're fighting over who has control and fighting over trying to stay the people.
Well, so the guilds, you say, they're infighting amongst each other.
Right,
Good
right.
information I know. Second question, are there aqueducts underneath this city?
Yeah, the sewers, the aqueducts leading throughout all of Trondheim.
Very good, thank you. Third question. I have to think of a good one. Do you know of anybody who may know about the whereabouts of Howard? We have very important business to attend with him.
I don't meddle in that affair.
you-
I like my head where it is.
And a valiant and gracious head it is. Now, where would you say anybody in the guild might know his whereabouts?
If the guilds knew where he was, they'd be hunting for his head.
Last
They're
question.
probably out searching right now, but
All right, fifth and final question. What color did you want again?
Great. I'm coming back to
and he just kind of looks at you like with this look of, what?
Very good. Right.
And
Laura,
then I-
this is my associate. This customer has paid with a valiant amount of information. Chop, chop, get him what he ordered, and I walk out the door.
So,
Would you like-
so what were you gonna do?
Go ahead, Izzy.
Okay, so I have it fixed up for you, and it's in a wooden box because I made that box, and it's beautiful.
It's decorative indeed.
Okay, so very easy application. All you need to do is smear the serum onto your hair, leave it there, and then your hair will be changed that color. Now, temporary. So once you wash your hair, the color will then remove, and you will only see the tint.
We're starting Resident Evil.
The what?
Tint.
Oh, okay. I thought you said tint. I'm sorry. You will only see the tint that has grown from your head.
You can use it on multiple
Apologies.
times. It does not expire.
And he's just like, okay,
Get marker all over me.
okay, fair enough. Is that it? Please tell me that's it.
Yeah, just put it on your hair. Your hair's gonna change that color. It's gonna look beautiful.
I bet.
I pop my head again. Isadora, come on now. We have more to sell to.
We got fun bagels. Have a nice day. Running out the door.
You see this this very confused looking Goliath, kind of like, what the fuck?
Okay, but now we actually have to sell the product. We need to find people with very light hair.
You really forget that was just a sting to get information.
Yes.
Turns out we didn't even need to do it. He would have just answered.
So
It was fun, though. And
teamwork. Okay.
So
light hair
while-
people. We need tints.
While you guys are doing that, while
You
that
still
whole
think it's
scenario
tints?
is going on, Exy, Clementine, you guys are in the shed waiting patiently.
Our conversation started as soon as they left.
Yeah, as soon as they leave the door, the floor is open.
You really want to open that box, don't you?
That was the plan. Just wanted them to be gone.
Not gonna be mad. To come back, we're gonna be gone. Where our
We
friends
were-
go?
If it works out, then they won't remember any of this ever happened.
Yeah, good people though.
Yeah, you're good people too, Clem.
I
It's been a good
tried.
ride.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that your dad was such a prick.
Billy was a prick.
You remember your mother?
No.
Don't remember her name? Nothing?
Nope. They shipped me off when I was just a baby. You know how it looked. Didn't like it.
Ah, well. Not really in the free world, are we?
No.
Yeah. I'm just curious. What would you like to see be done?
Well, Howard needs to not be around anymore. And if that means I'm not here, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Other than that, the guilds need to go away.
It all stems from some higher power, one way or the other.
Yeah. Maybe the gods don't need to be down here messing with us. But if that happens, we don't know what else that will cause.
There's no one to really truly oversee it.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest issue this whole time. Yep. I'm gonna start slowly turning the key to the music box.
Okay. So you slowly begin to turn the key, and it takes two or three turns. But then finally, you hear the click. The box opens,
Come on, man. You got it on there.
and minutes pass. And then both of you are engulfed in a darkness. And then you awake. You're still standing. You're in a void of white.
You alright?
Yeah, there's white everywhere, but besides that, I'm okay.
Not fear it. No, it's not very like your warlock ways. The divine is much different.
Huh.
Do we see anything?
You see a silhouette of somebody in the distance, and you hear the clacking of feet, or kind of like high heels.
Yeah, start to slowly walk in that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you continue in the clacking of high heels on like marble surface.
Yeah. If you could have, you had such a rough upbringing, Klementine. What would you have preferred?
I don't know.
Just normal?
Yeah, just not in the guild. Me left at home. If my parents didn't like me, sure, fine, I don't care. Just go out my own. At least have freedom.
Freedom. All right. Continue to walk.
So before I continue this, you're okay with me role playing the person I'm about to role play?
For sure.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool.
Always.
All right. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
This is. I anticipated this being at least another session, but
You told
Don't
me.
you know us?
Told me to play it out as
Yep.
I would have.
yep, and you did. So we're about to play it out. So you see a silver hair. I'm actually going off the picture you put on the original Hyleos of Ascendia thing that you gave us in the very beginning. Kind of purplish skin, silver hair, horns. She's wearing a white dress, gold belt, gold heels.
I go to a knee.
I do that, and I'm druid crafting flowers behind my back.
I chuckle.
There's no need for such. Oh, well, sure. Thank you.
Hope you like lilies.
These are wonderful. Thank you, Clementine.
My pleasure.
As she takes them, brings them up to her face, and then as she brings her hand down, you see a vase appear. She puts them in. Now, you open the music box, the source of my power.
We did.
His idea.
You wish to rewrite time.
I wish to see Saidia's grace back in the world. Wish to not watch my friends and my family die over and over at the hands of our gods. I wish to see you returned.
Oh, is that so?
I know that most divine beings need some sort of following. You got two right here. Though I don't wish to return to the world.
Oh.
If I'm not in the timeline, if I'm not of the weave, much of this would have never happened, and if Klementine agrees and does not wish to return, then we rewrite history. Though I do have a favor.
Yes.
I mean, you're like all knowing and stuff. Izzy really wants that farm. If there's any way we can make that happen, if Thommy could be there, it'd be amazing.
I'll make sure it is done. Well, you've stated what you've wanted, Exie. Clementine, what is it that you want?
Really don't want my dad there. Which I know that means I not part of that timeline. I'm okay with that. I want Becca to be okay. Be not in the guild. And I want to watch over people in the world. Look over the farm. Look over everybody else.
Understood. It will be done. But Exie, I hope you know, writing yourself out of the timeline will, well, it's not going to be pleasant.
I'm alright with being but a memory of yours.
It's a great memory. So to let you know that.
Tears.
Well, any last words before I do what I do?
Listen, I know you didn't have a great time, but I'm glad I got to meet you. I'm glad we finally figured this out. And you were crazy. You're definitely crazy. But you meant well. People could look up to you. And I know they're probably not going to hear this. Izzy, you're like a child. But it was hilarious. Hope the farm goes out well. Thommy, hope you found your mom. I hope you don't mind being at Izzy's farm for a while. And learn to sail a little better.
He will.
I hope so.
What'd you say?
I hope he sails a little better. He was getting the hang of it by the end.
That he was. He did mighty well.
Yeah. And then I like the broiest of bro hugs ever.
Mm-hmm. I rest my forehead on his, clap his back, and we turn to her.
I hope you're ready. And she like kind of does this. Oh, I haven't had to use this in a while. She lays her hand on both your shoulders. Exie, you look at your hand and it begins to fade. The rest of your body soon follows. And then it comes as a rush. Every memory you've had over the past 10 lives floods back into you. The death, destruction, the different Clementines, Sylv, Rock, Thommy, Isadora, everybody, your birth at Jessica's operating table, you gaining a soul, your children, watching them be born and watching them die at the hands of evil time and time and time and time again. But then you remember the good times. You remember Matthias, Harriet, all of them. And Clementine, the same thing happens to you. The memories of all 10 lives flood back to you. You see your mother. You see Becca. You see a family that you had. You, Exie, fade into nothing. And you, Clementine, you fade to nothing, but then you hear, be reawakened anew. Thommy, Isadora, you are walking through this, the mundane district, looking through,
No, continue.
looking
Make it
like
dramatic.
trying to gather information, but then
You are making it dramatic, that's for fucking sure.
I apologize.
Yeah. He's got to come back is the thing.
you're walking around, but then all of a sudden your vision fades to white. You remember, both you and Isadora's vision fades to white. Your memories all of a sudden wiped. And then I feel like we need some lighter music for this, but
Sorry, man.
it's all right. It's all right. But anyway, so, and it comes back, but you're in a different setting now. We need you to change the music up to a little bit.
Oh, damn it. I was going to stand back here with you because I wasn't there anymore. Damn it. That was my plan.
I mean, you can do it from
No,
here,
continue. I'm sorry.
but
What happened?
You-
Chill.
Light music.
yeah, some happy music.
Continue. I got it.
So, you have a hoe in your hand.
I look at it and I go, "You dirty hoe, get to work."
You look around.
Never be able to make that joke again.
You see Harriet and your mother picking berries in a basket. You look and you see a nice, lavish house. Two stories. On the balcony, you see Isadora kind of overlooking everything with a large golden staff. You look down, you see what you remember to be Jessica, with two little boys running around her. You actually look, you see Matthias running around on horseback. This you and Isadora, you went and you fought this with this band of people. You two single-handedly went and killed this man known as Howard, who was trying to resurrect a great evil. You managed to unify with the help of a dragon named Aronax, managed to unify the clans and the guilds against him and slay him with the help of your patron deity Klementine, who guided you through this adventure. And you know all this, and you're turning around and you're hoeing.
Hoeing
But
around.
then, yeah. But you get done tilling the area, and you go and you see Harriet bring you a drink. And you take a sip, but then the wind blows and you hear a whisper. Something you can't quite understand, but then you look towards this whisper, or like where this whisper came from, and you see a man in the distance. Describe your character one more time, please, Exy. It's been a minute.
Exy appears human. The sides of his head are shaven, and he has long brown hair on top that's combed over. Wears a skinny leather jacket, brown pants, dark boots. His long sword on his back that juts up with a chain and 2 rings dangling from it.
And you see him in the distance, but then he fades. He looked very familiar, and for some reason, you touch your cheek and you feel yourself, you see a tear. You feel a tear.
The right bastard that was, I guess.
But with that, we shall end the session and the Leston campaign in general. Thank you guys for listening.
Completed.
I just made this.
I'm sorry. Thank you guys for listening to the Leston campaign. We hope you all enjoyed.
Was that a solid 10 sessions?
10 sessions, yeah.
Solid 10 sessions of the Leston campaign.
Get your character sheet in the middle of the table, son.
My
That's
last
right.
ability check I rolled was a performance check on a guy to buy berry.
Well,
For Wyler's first legit campaign, it was a hell of a ride.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed. I hope the players enjoyed as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
And then now we get to look forward to what you have upcoming.
Yep. I hope you all enjoy what we have in store for you all. And
thanks
with
for-
that,
thanks
this
for all
is
the watch.
Wyler, the DM, signing off.
Good job, everybody.
Woo.
Good job.